Yo, what's good, son? What's goody?
Popping with y'all.
JJmondo on the cut, you already know. I'm joined
So
with my boy.
your boy JJ. I mean, your boy Howie. Your boy Howie in the cut, aka why is he pressing buttons? Aka why is this man still pressing buttons?
3 down
Popping with
ones.
y'all.
Why is he still pressing fucking buttons?
Why did he just down two out of nowhere?
AKA bitch
It was
ass nigga.
It was a read. It's a read, dude.
Oh, it's-
That's aka this man got reads but don't want to admit it.
AKA, I'm just hoping that they throw out a grab so I can down 2.
You're not wrong though.
Today on the player matchup, we talking about all things NRS. We're gonna talk about last chance.
And it's not just a normal day though. It's the first episode.
That is true. This is the first, very first episode of the player matchup.
What us jovial niggas hope will last a long time. You know,
Of what?
us jovial niggas.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like jovial. Well, is that the right word? I don't know. Like, you know, like happy. You know. Well, I'm about to Google this.
I've never heard
See,
of that.
cheerful and fun. You could type it up. It's got 3 syllables.
That shit got a V in it?
Yes,
Jovial.
jovial.
Word of the day. First, we're gonna talk about this terrible weekend. And I mean the weekend wasn't really that bad, but I'm talking about in terms of what happened with last chance qualifier, especially, bro.
Oh yeah.
That shit is the biggest L I've ever seen a fighting game company take, or even like any company that runs tournaments.
Bro, can you imagine all them niggas happy as hell to come over here, experience that tournament live, like experience that and Final Combat live in action, and to compete, only to just have that shit canceled?
To have that shit canceled at the last fucking minute. So for those of you guys who don't know, last chance qualifier was supposed to be the last tournament that would take place before Final Combat, and whoever won that tournament would have a spot in Final Combat. But due to the coronavirus outbreak here in America, they canceled it less than 24 hours beforehand. So that left everybody who came to Chicago to participate out here stranded, basically. And on top of that, they canceled
Last time Chicago had a whole outbreak was Resident Evil Outbreak when that shit was released, dog. Cause that shit, like, bro, that shit, who cares? Like, it's not that serious. Like,
I would say, yeah, the coronavirus, like right now, it's not really as big as people say it is. Like, they would have been alright. And to be honest, if I was one of the people who traveled to Chicago, I would have rather gone there, caught the shit, and competed than to go there and not compete at all.
yeah, like, you know, a life-risking illness. But, you know, I got 2 or 3 of top 8, bro. You know what I'm saying? 2 of the top 8.
Yeah, I don't care if I would have went 0-2. I still would have wanted to compete. If I traveled there, I spent the fucking money. And then on top of that, like, Final Combat, the audience had Final Combat as well being canceled.
Yeah, they should at least had an audience. Well, I mean, I guess that wouldn't make sense. That make competitors more salty. What for these niggas let in? But I couldn't even get in the top 16. Come on, dog.
Then I was
Free.
really proud. Like, that should have been me. I should have been up there. Fuck Combat.
Yeah.
By default, because I think he had tied points with Samij, so they were just like, we're just gonna give that last spot to him.
Wasn't Samij in this bitch though?
Yeah, Samij was in here as well, but because, like I said, they were tied with points. But the reason why Samij got a guaranteed spot at Final Combat and Combat didn't is because Samij had a higher placement. So they decided to give Samij the spot, and Combat had to go to the last chance qualifier. Really weird.
But the last chance qualifier. So the last chance qualifier actually happened, but it was at Ignite, right? Or is that just like a fan tournament, like a fan tournament, like a tournament had like a grassroots type shit? Like LSU got canceled. Fuck it, let's get our own shit going.
Yeah, that's
all the best players right here, so let's get it going.
That's exactly what happened. It wasn't at Ignite. It was at Galloping Ghost. Pretty much everybody who was gonna go to Last Chance Qualifier, even some cosplayers, went to Galloping Ghost Arcade.
And they got to shut that shit somewhere. All that money just to be waiting in a hotel room. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, I would have we had to get.
Couldn't be me.
I'm playing Mortal Kombat somewhere. There's some people For those who saw Final Combat, there's some niggas who definitely snuck in Final Combat. I don't know how they made it in there, but as the night went on, more and more people started showing up in that crowd.
Hell yeah, they're like, hey, my boy Jackal here, like he let me in though. It's cool. Alright.
I ain't got no badge or nothing.
I'm gonna take his out. I'm gonna take him over the offer, bro. Combo breaker, bro.
You actually gonna be out?
I don't know. I mean, cause I remember he was like, oh, he said that, oh, come with the combo breaker or some shit, and I'm like, I can get you in. And I was like, I bet.
He gonna sneak you in real quick. That's what he gonna open the side.
He gonna sneak me in, and I was gonna see some nigga like wagging his finger at me. You don't belong here.
He gonna slide in, breaks up.
Fuck out of here. You ain't got no badge. What you want to?
But speaking about Final Combat, how'd you feel about the actual tournament that happened? I know there was some points
where
honestly I was just like sleeping. Like there was matches.
Yeah, bro. Like there like it's not my fault that I was asleep for those matches. It's their fault for not being as good as they should have been. You know what I'm saying? But not like, to be honest, the hype from those specific matches, like besides the obvious grand finals, I want to say, well, no, that was more of a treat because the match between Dragon and who's Dragon fighting with his Cetrion that he bodied the shit out of. It was a match that
I think it was
like he started rushing down this nigga in the corner like on some crazy shit. Like I was like he made a sick ass read like off of, I don't know if it was a teleport or a roll.
It was,
but like he made
Deoxys. He was fighting against Deoxys.
Yeah, like he made a raw ass read and then punished the shit out of his roll or something with that fire beam that Cetrion got. And I was like, bro, like that, like there was some other shit that he did as well. I gotta remember it. I was looking for those matches, but like that shit was tight. Ninja Killer versus Sonic Fox, the first match. Like that when they were still in winners, honestly, like that shit was raw as fuck the first match because it was really, that was when I feel like they weren't at their best, but Ninja Killer wasn't flustered because going off a little bit off topic, he was flushed. He fucked up that last match, but like I'm not gonna get into that right now. But who else stood out? What other matches stood the fuck out?
I honestly think, and I want your opinion on this. My match of the night had to be winner side Sonic Fox versus Ninja. I think that was the best match of the entire night.
Yeah, bro, that shit. Especially when he brought out the Kang, bro. I was like, yeah, you heard. I had to give him my energy real quick, bro.
Cause like, okay, so you guys don't know how he mains Liu Kang. I mean Jax.
Yeah, I'm not dumb.
Yep, I'm not dumb. we gonna talk about that later. I love seeing Ninja Killer play. Like, there's just something about this kid that is just so.
His fundamentals are so on point, and it's like he's just so on point. He's just so on point with his shit, bro. Like his reactions, his spacing, like his conversions are on point. Only thing that's not on point that I can see, but I feel like that's just more of a like something that he has to work on at that level, is that his hit confirms a lot of time aren't really there. But I feel like that comes with the character because Liu Kang is so strong at staggering people. So it's like,
that's what I feel like.
I don't know if that has something to do with it, because there were some matches. There were some situations where he was getting straight hits, but he wasn't like looking for the hit confirm. He was more like trying to get the mind game versus Santa Fox. Like, oh, like, am I going to throw or not? And that was literally the mind game that they both were playing at that point. Was that whether they were going to throw or not, and that winner's match. And I was like, that shit it's hype, because that's what this game is, like, down to the T. Strike throw mix-ups. And like, these players are so good that knowing all the tools their character has, they're not using all that shit. They're so good, they're literally keeping it to just footsies and strike throw, bruh. Like, that's all it was.
Yeah, there were a lot of times in the match where Ninja Killer would purposefully throw Sonic Fox out of the corner, or throw him to a position where it'd be less advantageous for himself, just so he can have that crushing blow lined up.
Hell yeah! Like, it was so cool. I think it was so cool finally. Sorry to cut you off, but I think it's so cool to finally see this nigga Sonic Fox like actually like was playing kind of like, you could, like, he was afraid of that throw, bro. Like, he was playing that way like the whole time. But then again, so was Ninja Killer. Yeah. Ninja Killer was afraid of getting thrown as well.
One thing I will say though that I will disagree with you is talking about Ninja Killer's conversions, because he definitely has conversions. When he was playing Johnny earlier,
I feel like
he was converting off a lot, and in a lot of these online tournaments, even offline tournaments, his conversions are really solid. But I do agree with you. For Final Combat, his conversions were off. Like,
oh yeah,
if you see him play in other places and you see him play here, he wasn't really like as solid with the Liu Kang conversions. This Liu Kang play was still really solid, but Liu Kang conversions weren't really that solid.
He had to switch to Liu Kang because, to be honest, I don't know if that matchup is good for. I haven't played it that much with Johnny. My other main, shout out to my favorite character fighting games. I love you. Even though Andrew Bowen should have been the voice of that nigga in the movie, but we're not gonna talk about that. Ninja Kill's conversions were on point, but like, weren't on point to me in a sense where like, because how many times did this dude jump out of shit and like he didn't get those conversions? It was more like standing hit confirms, like straight hits in neutral. I'm not talking about like, oh, he jumped out so he got clipped, but he can convert off that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There was a lot of times where he did back one and he didn't commit to the rest of the string. He would only do back one. But the thing that was getting me tight is he was timing his back ones perfectly. Every single time he did back one, Sonic Fox got hit by it. But he just never, ever, ever, ever committed to the full string. And he would always just end up... He would still be at advantage, but Sonic Fox would just make the read on the next mix up and just like counter his turn would be over.
See, I don't know if you noticed, but he wasn't using 4-4 all that much.
He wasn't, but I think it's because Sonic Fox knows the mind games on that, and he probably knows the flawless black. He's probably tried that against Sonic before. That's something that I would say is a part of the player matchup more so than like.
Yeah, he labbed the fuck out of the Liu Kang match. Like, I was finding someone that labbed the fuck out of the Liu Kang matchup as well. Like, all you gotta do, like I said, like I told many people before, all you gotta do is be patient, wait for the and block the gaps, and be patient, wait for the gaps, and if you're patient enough, you can literally react to like those to both of those gaps. Except maybe like just forward 4 normally, but like he wasn't even doing that. The only time he used forward 4, I don't even remember like. He landed it a couple of times to get guaranteed crushing blow shit, to get the guaranteed crushing blow, and the last time like he used it that I remember was he whiffed the whole fucking string in neutral, bro. I saw that, I was like, bro, like it's getting to him. He whiffed the whole string in neutral. That's some shit my garbage ass would do.
He said the whole string, and that's like, why is Sonic Fox has reactions too. I remember when I was playing against DJT online, and that nigga was reacting online to Jax's forward 3-3, forward 3 stagger, and that shit is so annoying. And I'm pretty sure Sonic Fox has like the same like reactions, if not better reactions, and that's probably why he can't do forward 4. That's why he was doing back 1 instead of forward 4 in most.
And I just remember what I was going to talk about. That I was wondering why he wouldn't go Johnny in that variation, because I feel like the footsies would be better. But then I'm realizing that Johnny has like versus Joker. I feel like that lockdown is not that good because a lot of that shit whiffing. Like by like EX Force Ball, it won't hit on this nigga, so it's not like he's not like +3 or +4. He doesn't have those plus S fireballs. So I feel like I understood why he switched to Liu Kang.
Yeah, Joker has a smaller hurt box.
Sure.
He has that like same as Johnny. Like I think it's the same hurt box as Johnny. And situations
like
that, you have to make the switch. Like you can't even play Johnny.
Yeah.
Especially the very.
Like I'm not trying to make it seem I don't match up with Liu Kang or with Johnny, because I don't play that character as much as I should. But like that's just my point of view. It should like seems like it sucks.
Yeah, I definitely, because he played like what in the finals, he played like 1 match with Johnny, and then for the rest of that he was like, nah, I'm gonna stick it with Liu Kang.
There was a match with Tweety. I'm remembering there's a match with Tweety. Let me see if I can find it.
Tweety was really good at this tournament as well. There were some people that surprised
Hell yeah, bro. He surprised me because like he's from what I've seen on Twitter. I don't watch his stream, so I don't know if he like streams or not. But he's been playing that new game, Grand Blue, which is like anime Street Fighter, or like, but like it's not like Under Night, which is an anime fighter that's like that most Street Fighter players will play, because that's the one that has like footsies. Right, this game has that shit too. Like I'm guessing, I don't know, but like from what I've seen, like it's more of that game's like single hit confirms and shit like that, like So what, like his play was a lot more cleaner, and this watching him, having not like watched him play in a while, and I feel like that had a lot to do with it. Is him grinding out another game and applying what he learned from the other game to MK. So he was playing a lot cleaner, but like he was fuck, I don't know. He got eliminated. So
yeah, who was the person who eliminated? I can't remember who like he lost to. If it was Dragon or not. Dragon was playing out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, Dragon was. I'm not gonna lie. After that match between he was fighting Deoxys, I really felt like that the match before between Ninja Killer and Sonic Fox really like motivated him, because like there was a point where he was literally rushing this nigga down, bro.
There was something that you said when we were watching about like Ninja Killer and Sonic Fox. Those are players that are just like super good. Like you can tell that they're just super talented. But Dragon is one of those players that is super intelligent, and like he gets ahead because he's just a really smart player, more so than just like raw talent.
Hell yeah.
The plays that he was making, like in Rush Down, like it's not easy to rush down with this character, Cetrion.
It's not, bro. He was making that shit look so. Like I was like, man, should I be a Cetrion player now, bro?
Yeah,
like
that's crazy. Like he was spacing everything out perfectly. He kept that nigga in the corner. Like it was a clean 3-0. You know about clean matches? There was one match, the first match of the day. Sonic Fox was playing against, I think, Down 2 Stabs. I think is his name. He got a flawless. I think that was the only flawless victory the whole day, the tournament. Mercy Day.
I think I saw that on Bat Hubs actually.
Yeah, I would have been dread, bro. Like I made it all this way to get flawless and Mercy.
And he didn't make it LCQ. My God.
Oh my God. What do you think the worst match of the day was?
The worst match, like define worst, because to me worst match of the day was watching play, like is me watching, like when I'm saying this, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm godlike, because I'm inconsistent as fuck, but I know my strengths in fighting games and in MK. But like watching people that like that match between Conqueror, I really felt like that boy like he could have done a lot better. He the one that he got eliminated from a Dizzy.
Oh,
let me get to that match.
Playing, yeah. I remember because he's playing Sub-Zero, and he was playing too safe. Wasn't taking enough.
Hell yeah, he was like, it's like me play. It's like how you told me with playing Jax, you need to take more risk with the dude. You can't always keep on doing safe shit. And it's like, yeah, you're right. And he's playing Sub-Zero. That character is already made for that, dog, for doing safe shit. And
I was surprised that he was playing so safe for two reasons. One, he's a Sub-Zero player, and two, he's fucking Brazilian. Them niggas love like playing rush down,
bro, like
waking up like, DP. Like they eat that
if y'all play fighting games, y'all definitely know we're not trying to be racist. It's just a fact. It's like a Mexican Akuma in Street Fighter, a Brazilian Nightwolf. Like those are like just like how Street Fighter has that has that trope. You know. NRS has that shit too, but they're most likely playing Nightwolf or fucking who else? A character with a mid. Like, to be honest,
they play they love those rush down characters.
Hell yeah, like they just want to keep on going forward. So, but it's like watching him that was such a disappointing match, because I was rooting for him, because like watching his play, he's solid, but like. He's playing way too solid with a character that has the tools to not play solid when he wants to.
Yeah, he has those
like he had
throughout.
Exactly, and he wasn't throwing out the wrenches, bro. Like he was not. Like I've only seen because I'm not gonna lie, I was sleeping at first, like in the first match, but then I started seeing how he was playing. I was like, okay, this guy's actually he's good. Like but he wasn't doing shit like with the overhead and stuff like that. Like he was just playing too safe, and it's like, bro, like. Do the overhead. Like this man, every time he did the overhead, this man got caught with it. But the reason why it worked is because he only threw the overhead like 3 times in all those sets.
Yeah, he did it. And I think there was one time where he landed the overhead, or he didn't finish it. Like he threw out the overhead and he did not finish it.
He's probably, I don't know. I can't say nothing. To me, it's like he's probably scared as shit that he was gonna react to the overhead because like he knows that people come fuzzy, and he's thinking he's probably, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of shit I can say for that man. But the fact of the matter is that he just didn't play. Like, that was a disappointing match. Like, he didn't play well, and it sucked.
Because it was exciting to see somebody who's not American participate in the tournament.
Hell yeah!
I was rooting for Conqueror every time I saw him on the screen. So it was kind of disappointing when he finally got up there and was playing that match and he lost the way he did. Because it didn't feel like he was giving it like best. It didn't feel like he was playing his best.
Let's see. I'm trying to scope out these matches. Like, who else was a good match? Oh, there's brackets right here at this time slot. Let me see it. Tweety versus Deoxys. Deoxys took it 3-0. Damn. Sonic Fox Noble Combat. Obviously, Sonic Fox took that. Dragon Ninja Killer. Obviously, they took that. Damn. So Deoxys straight 3-0 Tweety. Damn, I didn't see that match. I must have been asleep.
Yeah, I just skipped to that one in the video just now.
Oh, another disappointing is the Foxy Grandpa. Like,
was he? I feel like
he chokes. Like, it's not. He's not a bad player at all. Like, to me, I think Foxy Grandpa is one of the most solid niggas that the NRS has had for a while. Because he is a legacy player from MK9. So like he's been playing that character since MK9. You know. So it's like watching him play. He's a great player. But he chokes so fucking much, bro. Like, so much. And it's like, at this point, like, you have to have noticed that, bro, that you choke. Like, I would have noticed that a long time ago. And it's like, okay, I gotta deal with this. Like, bro, he chokes a lot in pivotal points. Like, in the matches, at those points when he choked, if he didn't choke, he most likely would have taken that shit, bro. Like, I think that's not a disappointing match, but it's more like that's a player that, like, I really think can be great if he just cleans up the chokage, is what I'm gonna call it.
Starts fucking.
If he drinks some water, clears his throat,
Yo, speaking about cleaning it up, bro, NetherRealm needs to clean up fucking Jackie, bro. Oh my, how many? There was like 4 upgraded Jackies we saw at Final Combat. I think one of them was fucking Deoxys.
I can tell you right now, Deoxys Rewind. Was Combat playing, or was Combat just playing?
Combat played Johnny. I don't know. He might have played upgraded at some point in time.
I be forgetting that Combat, like, is Combat still a Sonic Fox killer? Cause like, I'm pretty sure he is.
Combat is really. He definitely deserved to be here. His performance is great. I enjoyed watching most of the matches he played. I can't remember the ones that I didn't enjoy. I can't remember. But
I mean, obviously,
yeah,
I was asleep.
Some of them was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, but most of the matches were fucking good.
Yesterday was a night. Final Combat was a great tournament though. Like, overall, like it's one of those tournaments where, because I know I'm not the only one guilty of this. Whenever Sonic Fox popped up at a tournament, but pre Ninja Killer and pre combat, I know other niggas was thinking, man, what's no point watching it? Sonic Fox gonna win. Like, that's how I felt. But watching this tournament now, even just any tournament, when there's Ninja Killer there and even combat, it's like, bro, this is gonna be hype. Because most likely one of those people are gonna get top 8. Not most likely, they are gonna get top 8. Any of those people can take it. Because like those are the closest. I feel like those people are the closest in skill level compared to everyone else.
I definitely agree with you. Like, this tournament was really, really fucking fun to watch. Not only because there's a higher skill level on the players, but like you said, when you're watching it, you honestly feel like you don't know who's gonna win. Like, yeah, it's like watching it, I was like, yo, Dragon is playing out of his mind, Ninja Killer is playing out of his mind, Sonic Fox is playing out of his mind. Like these players, I was like, Deoxys is doing pretty good too. Like, he made it very far. Deoxys got 4th place. It wasn't until he got 3-0'd by Dragon where I was like, okay, that was the only match where he got bodied. Every other match was like really good from him. But he looked like a strong contender the whole way until that match.
Yeah, bro.
And
The Dragon really that was some sick shit, bro. Surprised me with that match.
yeah, hell yeah.
But
that's why it was like kind of it was I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of disappointing because I feel like in a perfect world, Ninja Killer would have won, and we would have finally had to crown somebody else. And it would have been crazy hype. Like it would have been super hype. I mean, it was still hype.
But he choked, which doesn't really happen for him that much. But who can blame him though? It's like I said, it's our evil basically. It's the Capcom Cup of fighting of NRS games.
It is, and Scion Fox explained it after the match. He said that basically that Killer got flustered. He started counter poking Ninja Killer, and he didn't know what to do. And he just started playing really nervous. And it was so disappointing. Like you can tell he cracked, especially in the last match.
Yeah, when he did that parry, bro, I was like,
that's what I was thinking about.
Man,
he did a parry out of nowhere, and it didn't look like an input error either. Like he actually threw out that parry. He was panicking for real.
I don't know why, but I'm forgetting. I feel like Rewind was playing a lot better than I remember yesterday. But I feel like because like. I just don't like. I don't really. Whenever Rewind is on stage, I'm just like, oh look, it's a Batman player.
It's a Batman player. That injustice to traumatization, bro. I think Rewind. I don't know. I don't feel like Rewind is that hyped to watch. Like, he's a really good player, and
I feel like he is one of the NRS's top players, hands down. He's earned that. Him, Tweety, most of the people besides like the new faces from here. And excluding Ninja Killer, cause facts, he's been good since MKX, bro. But like everyone here, besides the obvious, are NRS killers, and they all deserve to be there.
Cause his matches,
but like Rewind is like to him. I see a top player as playing a game that like he can't find his character in. That's why he's playing like top tiers.
I feel like I don't know, like it's the same thing with Forever King and with Dragon and with
Forever King was forever washed. Nah, I have not I have not seen like him compete, and he was one of my favorite players, but I haven't seen him in a match, bro.
He's supposed to be our last chance qualifier. He was in Chicago.
Oh man,
it didn't happen. So you would have seen him there, but it got fucking canceled.
Oh man. Yo, that's so wild. They canceled a whole day before that. Like a whole day. Niggas was flying in, looking at what they phone, with their Wi-Fi on board and shit.
Yo, niggas was like fresh. They got the fresh cuts. They had the
they had just imagine they're just tweeting out. Finally, about it touching down in Chicago. Finally, can't wait to go meet my niggas at LCQ. Scroll down. You're sad to announce that LCQ is canceled. Like, bro, I would have been so tight.
Yo, so you know niggas was getting their hair braided on the plane, so if they land, they was gonna be fresh. They come out, they gotta go straight to their hotel and fucking stay there. Gotta watch.
I feel bad for like if they had a pilot that fucks with that shit. Over the intercom, he's talking all night. Nigga, what you mean else you cancel? Hold on.
Plane ain't going nowhere.
Man, bro, that sucks for them people, bro.
It does suck, but what didn't suck is when we got to see Keith David pop up on.
Oh my god. Like, bruh. Like, he was on stage. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, it's cool. It's Keith David. Like, you know, like, I'm hearing the voices like it's Al Simmons from the show. You know, like, it's dope. But then, like, and nothing really clicked for me until I saw that nigga on top of that church, bro. I was like, bruh.
When Edwin
like, I'm not a big Spawn. I'm not 1,000% Spawn fan. Like, I'm not the hugest Spawn fan. But look at that shit. I was like, man, like, I gotta get back into this shit.
I feel like that's really good because I feel like that's exactly the point of him being in this game. Is people who are like kind of know Spawn or maybe who don't know him at all. They see him in this game and they're like, holy shit, who is this cool ass fucking character? Let me go read the comics, you know, let me go look into him, or I really want to buy this character and how sick he looks. I think they really accomplished that when they showed off his actual.
Hell yeah, bro.
Looks fucking.
I'm not gonna lie. People talk about how his fatal or his crush or fatal blow was like raw as shit, but I'm like, the only cool part about it was the beginning, dog. Like everything else was so generic. Yo, this like how many niggas got the same type of fatal blow where they where they jump in the air, you're on the floor, they're just pummeling you and shit. Like, come on, bro.
I see what you're saying, Howie, but I thought it was still sick as fuck. Maybe I have
sick
a bias because I'm a Spawn fan, but
like, I'm not gonna lie, the only sick shit about that was the beginning when he did the cape shit and all the guns popped out. That was like, that's some Spawn ass shit, bro.
That was sick as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but I thought the claws. You don't think the claws coming out the ground and the punch at the end? You don't think that was sick too?
Yeah, that was raw as hell. But what was cooler though, the best thing about it is the fucking wind troll. Like,
oh yeah,
this nigga's like getting dragged down the hill to face that nigga, and then he's just like, that's raw. Like, that's so raw. Oh, that's so raw. So is Mount Bogia supposed to be like the devil, basically?
Yeah.
That's that world's devil. Okay. I didn't understand that. I was reading that earlier about resurrection and shit, trying to get into it, but like I didn't even know where to read because like it's so much shit. But I'm definitely gonna get into that because it's not Marvel shit or DC shit where I have to read 20 other things.
Yeah, you just have to respawn. There are other side stories like
there's God Slayer Spawn,
stuff like that, but you pretty much just eat the primary spawn.
Fuck, bro. Like, NRS really outdid themselves, dog. Like, I'm telling you right now, with this character, a lot of people are gonna start playing fighting games. Like with this character.
David came out. My son was looking stussy too. He had the belt. He had the leather belt on. They had his gut hanging over it. Like, I'm like, oh, this man is good.
He said feeling his gut over it.
Yeah, bro. He was looking.
Bro. He had his fiber that morning, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, cleaned out his bowels and all that.
Yeah, you gotta get ready. So was Todd McFarlane supposed to be? That's just Scott.
Todd McFarlane was supposed to be there. He was supposed to be there signing and stuff like that.
But the corona, right?
Yeah, because of that. I'm pretty sure once he found out the event was kind of canceled, he was like, "All right, I'm just not gonna be there." I don't blame him for. This is all on NRS. But I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be Todd McFarlane that came out and introduced Keith David and showed all that Spawn stuff, or maybe all three of them were supposed to be out there, but it definitely felt like Todd's presence was missing, and I felt like he should have been there. Like, I love that Keith David was there because he is Spawn to me and a lot of other people.
This should have been a bigger audience for them, bro. Like, for him, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, if there was an audience there, they would have all been like going crazy over this nigga, bro. Like,
super duper. Like, that's what it's
6 people going, yeah, like isn't like doing it justice, right?
It's not the same. They deserve. You're right. They deserve so much more, and they would have gotten it. But Keith David is a good sport. He still showed his joy and expression. I feel like if it was just him and Ed in the room together, he still would have gave that same energy to the camera. Shout out to Keith.
Oh yeah.
Because he really did make it feel like he gave a fuck that there was.
That's not the cards.
It's not. This nigga's so sick, bro.
Like, bro, like that's the one thing that I like about his portrayal, bro. Like, that Al Simmons is like a New Jack City type nigga. Like, like.
Yeah, especially in the Spawn animated series. Spawn animated series is probably my favorite portrayal of the character, and I wish they were able to finish it, or if they even now decide to continue something. That I recommend anybody go watch. If you want to learn about Spawn without reading the comics, without seeing that movie,
or if you want like a primer for Spawn, like not when I say primer, I'm talking about like this is like to get an idea what you're getting into. Like, there's a comic called Spawn Resurrection, which is, granted, it takes place like it's way farther into the comic book series, but it's like it's a one shot. So not one shot, it's like, well, yeah, it's a one shot. It's just one like single. It's the issue that introduces what Spawn would eventually go into in the comic book series, and I recommend y'all read that because that literally like. That portrays what kind of person Spawn is, and just someone who he does not give a fuck about anything, bro. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about God. He don't give a fuck about the devil. He don't give a fuck about he don't give a fuck about it all, bro. Like, he will kill everybody, dog.
He's just Spawn.
Like, Spawn is raw, like, bro. Like, yo, like that. But yeah, I'm recommending that one.
Yeah. If you want the killer instinct, I definitely recommend it. that. But if you want sort of Spawn's kind of origin and what makes him an anti-hero more so than just a murdering maniac, I definitely recommend watching the anime series.
Yeah, I definitely portrayed him as like someone that is like just going around murdering everyone on the planet because he died. Fucking like, I mean, he's not evil though. Like,
no,
he does evil shit. I'm not gonna lie, but like he's not evil.
At first, he is doing bad things because he believes he's supposed to do. After he learns, stuff about his current situation, he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do these things. Like I said, go watch the animated series, go read that comic, and you'll fall in love.
Now back to the fighting game, because Spawn was too raw for that.
Yes. But now, it's time, bro. Need to ask you how you feel about the state of NRS in the fighting game community. Yeah, the state of NRS games. Like, how do you feel about the state of NRS right now? Fighting game.
The state of NRS. Well, we're not okay. So let us clarify for the stream, or not the stream, for the podcast, that we're not like big ass active members in the community. It's more like we have like our own little pocket of like players that we know that are connected to the bigger part of the community, and so we're kind of forming our own thing. So when we're just talking about this, we're not like claiming any shit. Like you know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah. Like
because it's gonna be like hardcore people like talking about this that like if they do end up watching this, then he'd be like, who are these people? I never seen them around. So why are they making a podcast like with an opinion on this?
Yeah,
but it's like
does our opinion matter basically. And I guess this is the first episode. I guess this is a best place as any to kind of talk about ourselves a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I decided to do it. Cause go ahead.
I've been playing fighting games all my life, but I'll say I've been playing them competitively for about 7 years now. For about 7 years, I've been playing fighting game competitively, and I started with the first Injustice, and I've gone to locals. No majors gone to locals, but I've played with a bunch of major players in the scene. Still play to this day, and I care a great deal about the FGC, and I care a great deal about the competition of the game.
Yeah,
I love seeing it. I love playing in it. I love playing with top level players. I love improving, getting better.
Well, body niggas, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I've been playing fighting games since. Well, I've been taking them seriously. Like, I actually decided to actively pick up one and learn one with Injustice. I've been playing fighting games since 2016, 2015, like competitively a little bit. And when I say competitively, like, I've gone to a few locals, but mostly just online shit. But NRS community, that's what it is, like online is a big part of it. So yeah, I've been playing I started when I was a kid, like with like Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat was one of the first games that I remember for the half of the SNES, that baby bubblegum version, got like no blood and shit.
Spit
got like spit. They getting fatality. Their head falls off. All the spit from like their fucking throat is just falling on the ground and shit, right? But like the fight, you're part of like Alex Valle, who's one of the NRS people are watching this and don't fuck with other communities. He's Uncle Valle, one of the low key gods of fighting games and the Street Fighter. Like not OG god. That's more. He's like on the Mount Rushmore of fighting players. Like,
nigga said
that's the best way. Hey, but it's true though. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
you have Daigo, you have Valle. Who else you have? I want to say Ninja Killer's on it now, but like
he's too young. I feel like Mount Rushmore is for like the founding
It's for people
fathers.
Who are hell yeah. He's like one of the grandfathers of like the fighting community on the real. But like to me, if you play fighting games, you're part of the fighting community, just like how you said it. Like that's what got me into it. That's what drove me. Like his words, watching him, drove me more to learn it. Shouts to Uncle Valle, But yeah, when I say the state of when we're talking about the state of the FGC, we're talking about based off what we see off Twitter, based on what we see off, off of YouTube, off of like other people's podcasts and stuff, or other people like and mostly just off of Twitter, because that's where we actually see the other people interact and shit.
Not only off of Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, but we play the game ourselves. Like we actively play every update. We learn these characters. We play these characters. We play online. We play
I'm one trick.
against good people. Like, we're not just like average Joes who play the game Thursday.
Shit, I might be, but my ego is so like up there where I think I'm like Sonic Fox level. But like, man, the state of the NRS community, I don't know. I feel like everything I can say about it is the stuff that's on my mind right now is shit that like I feel like people have been saying low key to each other, like in like whenever they talk about it, like in passing, whenever they're at groups or friends and shit like that. That like NRS community is always bitching about shit. I don't know, the NRS community. Is it the fighting? Okay, hold on. Just to clarify, this is about the fighting community or the NRS community, just in general.
It's specifically about NetherRealm.
Okay, so the NRS community, a lot of people bitch. Like a lot of people bitch about things in the game that really shouldn't be bitched about. And that's the thing is about that. It's not just MK11. That's literally the NRS. That's an ongoing thing. Everyone bitches. Every game comes out, they bitch about things that don't really like. In hindsight, if you play fighting games and you see that what they're bitching about, you would know that like that's not really broken. It's and that's I feel like that's a lot of the NRS community is just people who bitch about stuff. That's not actually that's not me answering like that and what you just asked me entirely. I feel like there's a lot more. I feel like the NRS community has a really bad habit of downplaying their characters and shit like that. They put a lot of now, especially they put a lot more like power. They give more power to their characters a lot more than the player themselves. Like they have more faith. They will have more faith in their character than themselves. Like like this character can't do that. Like he sucks. I can't do that. This character can't do that. Like shit like that. Like scrub mentality. And I think NRS community is very big for that because Mortal Kombat is. To me, it's like Call of Duty of fighting games. Because they dish it out every 2 years. They dish a fighting game out every 2 years. I don't know, MK11 they said it's gonna last longer, like 3 years. I'm hoping 3.
I hope so.
But like that's been a thing for NRS for long. It changed. Like I feel like it needs to change. There has to be more like Ninja Killer type players that arise from the scene, low key, and just like. I think that's what the scene really needs. The scene needs more like OG people that are more like, how do you say it? Like people from other fighting communities, like in Street Fighter, you have your mainstays. Like besides like the obvious, you have people like Mago. You have people like I was gonna say Kenichi for some racist reason. Fucking. Oh, what's this dude's name? Fudo. There you go, Fudo. Who people like basically people like that. People who. They're fucking great at the game, but they're not like. But they also like develop the game for other people as well. Like I don't know, because the thing I feel like another thing about the NRS community is that I feel like a lot of top players don't really go that far to like. I don't want to say not build their community, but like. Because like I said, I'm only going off of the information that's given.
I see what you're saying because like there is no such thing as a like Topanga TV for like the NRL scene.
Yeah.
Where there's like a bunch of top players together, like giving content to people who are trying to learn the game or people who played the game now and just want to see content.
And it's not even the game. Yeah, it's not just that too. It's like. I feel like there needs to be more outspoken players from like some of these players have to be way more outspoken with how like they show things, and I feel like I don't know the NRS community has a weird way of going about labbing characters and like how they want like I said how they would want the character buffed or nerfed off of like the slightest inconvenience to them. Like that's all it feels like, and that's really what like.
That's the thing that I will say is. It's not so much a complaint about the way they lab characters. I think is that the NRS scene doesn't lab characters. A lot of people, they would just go into practice mode. They will find what makes their character good. They go online. They'll have some success. And then as soon as they play a bad matchup for the character, they'll run to Twitter, complain about that bad matchup, say, oh, this character needs to be nerfed. Why is this character like this? Instead of going into the lab, figuring out exactly what to do against these characters or just figuring out that this is a bad matchup for your character.
Hell yeah.
Either you're gonna try to make the best out of it, or you're just gonna learn another character to counterpick that character. You know what I'm saying? like in any other fighting game. But people in the NRS scene don't want that. They don't want to have to learn these things. They want these things to be like handed to them in a patch note. They just want everybody. They want Paulo to nerf all of their bad matchups. And, and like buff their character. Or some people don't even want to buff their character. They just want the other character nerfed so bad so that they won't have such a hard time against them with that specific character. But it's such a like really bad mentality that NetherRealm players have, that they feel like everything is supposed to be given to them. But I think it also comes from, like you said, that Call of Duty mentality. Like, Call of Duty is one of those games that is constantly updated. There's constantly being changes made to it, and it's a very fast game because they release one every year, so they have to make changes quick because people are not going to be playing that specific one that long. And I feel like
exactly, bro.
NRS players have that same mentality where it's like, I'm not gonna be playing this game that long anyway, so y'all better put out these changes quick so that I can keep
like that's it. So like this dude said it like, okay, this like that one nigga's podcast, what's his name? The No Frills podcast. What fucking Yipes' podcast, yeah. Like he was interviewing dude the kill stage, and it's like he said what he said was true in that video. Like that, like if look at our Twitter, and like more people like he wouldn't want to play it. Like, to be honest, I look at the Twitter and I see some of the goofy shit that happens on it all the time, bro. And it's like these guys are scrubs, but they're not scrubs, so it's like weird, you know. When I'm saying that, I'm not calling it P. I'm not deliberately calling them like all these players are trash, you know, because there's a lot of good ass players that the NRS level scene has at a mid level, you know, like they're exceptional, but like a lot of them have a scrub mentality. Like Tweety, like this dude. I'm gonna talk about Tweety. Tweety, I remember MKX, or at the beginning, I think the beginning of MK11, there was a stream and he was talking about how like he used to be like one of those people where he had a really scrubby mentality about, I would complain about shit, but then he decided one day he decided to see knock the scrub off. Like he's gonna get rid of that mentality, literally. And then that's how he is now. Like he doesn't bitch about shit as much. Like he lets things roll. Like, you know, like it's. I feel like that's what the type of content needs to put out is top players, or like just high level players in the community in general, not just top 8 people all the time, that's just like put out content that has the information and stuff like that, so they can let you know, like, you know, this is what it is. Like, stop complaining about shit, you know, let it rock, be patient, lab your shit. Like, you know, like there needs to be like content out there that specifically for Mortal Kombat to take out that scrub. I feel like, if you don't understand what I'm saying. But like, and when I say I feel like that's primarily an NRS thing, that's not because all fighting games have that, but NRS has that at a level where it's like at a community level, like, because the NRS scene is big, but it's like it's not that big, to be honest. Like, these people on Twitter, the same people interact. There's little pockets, well, it's like all the same people that interact with each other, you know?
Yeah, it's not very hard to interact with these either. Like, you can have a conversation with pretty much anybody in the NRS community.
Hell no, not just anybody, because you got motherfuckers that like to act Hollywood for some shit.
There are some niggas that like to act Hollywood, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to talk to like a top player, they'll respond to you. A lot of these niggas who are like bitching and shit on Twitter, like these very mid players and stuff like that, even most of them will respond to you too, but it depends on what kind of comment you leave. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, if you are going against them in a certain type of way, then you're not gonna respond.
Like NRS game players, NRS mids, like mid players have a lot of ego, have a really big ego, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
they have bigger egos than the top players. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's how I feel about the state of NRS. Like, there's a lot of scrubby like takes on things from the NRS community. But I feel like it's because they don't have like a lot of fighting game players, mid fighting game players are just aspiring fighting game, like people who want to get better at the game, don't have the information, or don't have don't have like, is outlet the right word for that shit or not? Because like
they don't have the outlet to what?
They don't have the outlet to like gather the information. Like, this is how it, like, you know, like this is how it is. Like, it's not like you understand what I'm getting at? Like, they don't have like then. I'm trying to get my thoughts together.
I definitely think they have the outlet to gather information. There's tons of information out there.
But okay, that's what I was gonna get at. There's tons of information out there, but the internet, but specifically internet scene posts a lot of fake ass information, bro. Like when I'm talking about a lot of fake ass, like fake ass information, I'm talking about like fake ass tech, fake ass like things all like this is not real, like this situation you can do this in this situation, like you know, like so XX in this situation, like you know, but and it's like I see people comment and shit like that, and or listen, posting YouTube videos, I'm thinking to myself like, what is this dude talking about? Like, what game is he playing? Like, you know, like
I don't know this fake tech you speak of. There are sometimes where I watch a video and I'm like, that's never gonna happen in a match, or if it does happen, it's gonna be very unlikely.
Stuff like
one
that.
in a million. Like I see stuff
like that. Where people put power. Basically, people put power into the wrong things in the NRS scene, and I don't like that. You know, that's basically what I'm trying to get at. So you can edit all that shit out of me just staggering in my brain and just get to that.
But one of the things that is talked about a lot in NRS games is the why would I play this character mentality.
Yes, and this is what I really want to talk about. To some, it bothers the fuck out of me.
To some degree of that, I do agree, because, and I'm gonna put the blame on NRS for this one. They make certain character archetypes, and there are characters that play the exact same way, but one of them is just obviously better than the other person.
And like they make them in a way where all these characters could be like literally just one fucking character, but they chop that character into like 5 different pieces to decide to put them in this, like, you know, like make this nigga this, make this nigga that, this nigga this, like, you know, like, and it's just that throws me off, because it's like me, I'm a person who I'm not a tier whore. I don't play character. When I say that, I'm not talking about I don't play the best. I don't like going for the best characters, like just because they're the best. I like playing characters who I vibe with their animations, vibe with their looks, vibe with their normals. Like, you know, like literally it's all about that. And like to like an MK11, I'm playing Jax now. Like I have fun with the character, but I can tell you right now, that character requires a lot of shit that like requires a lot more risk taking to pay off, which I've been getting better with, but like I can tell you right now that's not me. Like, you know, like I need to have some sort of like safe shit I can fall back to in neutral or whatever, you know. But it's like, why? Like a lot of times I find myself in a match where it's like, why am I working this hard? Like I could play Liu Kang, my main Liu Kang, and get like a better effect doing a lot of this, doing like a lot of the same shit in neutral, you know. Or I feel like because he has better tools. Like he has a better like fucking stiff arm, which is not, you know, it's a flying kick, but it's the same concept. It's a move that propels you forward. It's a tatsu, you know, like it's the same idea, but it's not like, you know, it's like Shoto's. Like they have the same like kind of style, but it's not really like, I don't know. It's different with NRS, because Shoto's like a Shoto can fucking, they're complete different. Like, you know, like even though they're not different, they're different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, you my nigga, but you're not really
my nigga. But you're not my nigga. You know, like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like the most perfect example of this why would I play this character thing is Jax and Garrus. They play and do literally the same exact things. Both characters have an advancing mid that they can stagger into a grab. Both of them have a command grab if you're playing those command grab variations.
And a side note, yo, nerf that nigga Garrus, bro. Like, delete him from the fucking game. Why does he got a breakaway? Why the fuck does he have a breakaway that basically gives him health, bro? Like, why? Why, bro?
They both have...
That makes no sense.
They both have a fuzzyable high-low mix-up. They both have really good staggers, really good buttons, really good range, really good wake-up attacks. Like, they literally do the same things. But if you were looking, and this is why you see no Jax players in like top 8 or any of these top players.
And anything, like be real, and anything.
Yeah, and anything is because
maybe NOBC like once a month.
Yeah, it's like, why would you play Jax when you can play Garrus, who has better damage in every variation? He has better hit confirms than Jax in every variation. His command grab is a mid, which already makes it better than Jax. Not even talking about the corner carry that it has. He has better. Well, I would say the only thing that Jax has over Garrus, and it's not, well, I don't even, I feel like they're even, actually, I'm gonna change that. I feel like they're even in crushing blows. I feel like Jax has really good crushing blows, but Garrus also has really good crushing blows. So I say like they're even in that degree, but there's no point. If you like playing a rush down grappler, or even if you don't and you play like Jax's Grin and Barrett variation, you can just play Infinite War on Garrus and do the same thing, bro, and get more damage and have more tools
better zone to do that. Yeah, better zoning, nigga. Yes, like
way better,
fucking
zoning.
better mix, bro. Like the dumb shit that this character can get away with, bro, and no one's complaining about it at all. It surprises me, bro. Like I am confounded. I am dumbfounded, confounded, and shocked, bro. I don't know what the fuck the confounded means, but like
confounded.
I said confound, con.
I'm about to say.
No, I might have had a slip of the tongue or talk, but like.
So in terms of the why would I play this character mentality, I don't like it when people say it, but I understand why they say it because it is NetherRealm's fault for making characters so similar in playstyle, but making one so much better than the other one that the other one is just basically a shadow compared to...
And that brings us to our next topic.
Which is what makes
creativity.
Creativity? Or we can go into creativity, but the next topic was what makes a character dumb.
We could talk about that. That'll be right after creativity. Like, you know, that's a fair. That'll be a nice segue.
Yeah.
Because of what like I gotta say about it, maybe.
Okay, so creativity. What do you mean by that? I feel like you need to specify what you mean
like
by
creativity. Like okay, Liu Kang's tools, for example, 4-4, 4-3. Those like the tools you're most likely gonna be seeing are from a Liu Kang player is 4-4, back 1, 1-2, maybe a back 4 neutral, and that's it. Because like, what's the point of using his back 3? It's an advancing norm, but it's mad slow, nigga. Like, it's mad slow. There's no point in using it. Like, you know, because like all these characters' there's other characters' tools are so strong, and I feel like they gotta add something to the game to make you have more, be able to do more shit off of strings, like, you know, or like off of like just. Like if I do a back 1 at a certain range, that should be pushback on that. I feel like that, or like I don't know, the hit properties of some moves, like the creativity in the game is just not there, bro. Like it's not. Like, yeah, there's some videos of like combos that nobody's ever gonna fucking hit in a million years in a match, but like,
okay, I think
that's not
like so yeah. When you say creativity, you're saying like basically for each character there is a definitive play style for that character, and for each
character really, there's a flow chart for that character because of how like what normals you would use, right? So like with Johnny, after a down 1 or after a down 1 non-hit, dude's either gonna shimmy your ass, do a standing 1, or fucking something else, right? But this I should have more options. Like, you know, like he's like, I feel like you're so limited by the character's toolset in this game, where you got games like Tekken, which yes, it's a very different game for 3D Fire and it works differently. But like, you see what I'm saying? How that game is so fucking creative, bro. Like, yes. I'm ass at Tekken. I barely started getting into Tekken like for like what 2 years. Like, I've been playing Tekken like semi-serious for 2 years, and it's like I love that game a lot more than MK11. You know, I don't play it because I'm just not like 3D Fighters. Like after a while, I have to like take a break for them because it's like, it's hot, you know?
Yeah.
But like that game is so like, if it looks like it's gonna hit most likely, you know? I mean, there's some goofy ass shit though, like cross up fucking Aaron Black type moves, like, you know, like I saw the other day. But like that's so far in between. Like, but the point, I'm sidetracking. The point the point, whatever the fuck that I'm trying to say, is that that game is creative as fuck. Like, you know, MK11, like for all its positive, like all its positives, like the game has one of the best neutral. Like I love the neutral game in MK. Like it has footsies, and there are moments where the footsies go out the window because like based on the matchup. But like, for all that shit that I like about it and that's good to me about it as a fighting game, it just lacks creativity because things are locked behind like weird shit like crushing blows or like I said, like normals that like have no use. like for Johnny Cage, what the fuck am I gonna use 4-4-3 for? Like what? Like one setup that might work? Like come on, bro.
Yeah,
like
I like.
it's not,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
and the variations as well. Yeah, bro. Like just like there's not much variety that they give you with combos, with movesets, because like you literally just find your strongest move. Yeah, that's for every fighting game. Yeah, but like what you get off the situations you get off using your strongest moves, like I feel like there could be a lot more reward for certain like making like accomplishing certain things like in certain situations with your tools that are given to you. Like combo wise, I love fucking like that's one thing I love about MKX is the combos. Combos are godlike. Like only certain characters can combo in this game. Like, and I don't have a problem with that. Well, actually, no, hell yeah, I got a problem with that. But like,
nigga, Two-Face.
Not because I thought about it. I'm like, my mind is racing, bro. Like I'm on the coffee right now. I'm about to be on the
stupid. I mean, I see what you're saying, but I feel like I like the simplicity in Mortal Kombat 11. Did I love comboing people for 50% off of every touch in MKX? Yes, of course.
See, I'm not asking for that though. I'm just asking for
I know you're not, but in my opinion, like I do agree with you. Like you do see a lot of the same situations over and over again, and a lot of the same moves over and over again. But I don't feel like it makes the game boring. It just makes it simple. And
it don't make it boring. It just makes it like.
And
it makes
it helps the gameplay when I'm playing it, because I like that simple play, and it's just like outplay your opponent. It's not all this other crazy shit that you gotta worry about unless you're fighting upgraded Jackie. Characters like that fucking blow my mind how they're in a 2D fighting.
See, but a perfect example of creativity, I feel like, is even though I fucking despise this character, and this came from me who I don't really bitch about characters anymore. Like I used to bitch about shit all the time when I was like, you know, when I was more of a scrub than I am now. But like, you can ask anyone though. Like I don't complain about characters like that. If I complain about a character, it's because that nigga's dumb, bro. Garrus is dumb. But like I can sit here and tell you right now that was one of the most creative characters on offense and just in general, bro. Like watching Burrito Voorhees play him, watching, I was gonna say Jackal, but like he's not Garrus playing. Most Burrito Voorhees, like that in the tournament like a few weeks back, he's primarily a Garrus player, and he has some cool ass tech with the character, and it's like that's what
I will say that all of the top level Garrus players, none of them play the same. None of them even play the same variation.
They don't.
They all play
and
different
that's what
variations.
I'm saying. Like it's not like with him. Like you're still playing the game. Well, I can't say that, but like you. Like he has the creativity, like he has these setup, and the one that has like he has that clone that sand clone that he just puts up, bro. Like that's the mix-ups you get off that are so creative, dog. And it's like that's one thing I definitely like about the character, but still hope the character gets deleted.
I don't want him to get deleted. That's the thing, as well as I don't like it when things are over nerfed or over buffed. Like just tweak it slightly. Like I still think things should be good about characters. Like you shouldn't just completely take away everything that makes a character good. Like you should leave something good about the character, give people a reason to play them. Or you're gonna have a situation like with Jax and Garrus, because now if let's say Garrus does get nerfed to the ground, right?
I'm surprised you're using Jax and Garrus as a comparison. I would say more like Jax and Liu Kang, because like even though like he don't got a command grab, even then, like Jax only has command grab in one variation, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. I was thinking about like Jax's best variation, right? Against like Garrus. Garrus has the command grab in 2. He only doesn't have the command grab in 1 variation. But I use them as a comparison to each other because they literally do the same exact things. Like Jax doesn't have a fireball like Liu Kang does.
He does, but it's just it's gotta be activated basically, you know, like as being a state and
like. But with Garrus, I feel like they're more comparable. Like you can compare.
See, like
what Jax does more
that's so creative, nigga. But like it's not as strong. Like you know, like I like that about Jax, that you have to like power up your arms to shoot up that shit. Like that's cool as fuck. Like that's interesting in his gameplay. But it's like, why would I play that when like I still have good fireballs with Liu Kang, or better zoning with Garrus? Like you know, like it's just like there's so much like a lot of the creativity behind like these characters is locked behind like this weird design choices from NetherRealm, to be honest. And it's not weird. It's just that like those, because they make sense, like crushing blows and all that. But in doing so, I feel like they're limiting like other tools for a lot of these characters, whereas so the other characters have those specific tools. If that makes sense.
I see what you're saying.
Like fuck, bro. Like in my mind, the only thing that's going through my mind now is how creative like Garrus' offense is, like with his shit, bro. Like once he has Sand Clone out, like that's you can go in, nigga. Like like.
And I'm glad
that's it. Call the cops.
As you brought that up, because this will go into our final topic of the day, and it is what makes a character dumb.
I'll tell you one thing, it's not the player picking them, because I'm a smart boy.
Obviously, that's why it said what makes the character dumb.
I know. I'm saying, like, it's
okay. So
what makes the character dumb is niggas not being able to learn a matchup was what makes the character dumb, bruh.
Okay, so let me preface you guys on this. How he plays Liu Kang, and the reason why he was so defensive when I brought this topic up is because me and a lot of people in the community think Liu Kang is a dumb character.
Me, I don't think he's dumb, but I have my reasons why.
Howie is very wish-washy. Yeah, I was in the chat with Howie not so long ago, and he said,
"No, yeah, you're right. I forgot.
So
he's dumb, kind of, but not like. I'll get to it.
I'm gonna go ahead and give my reasons why characters are dumb, and then I'm gonna let Howie say his piece on what he thinks makes a character dumb. But in my opinion, a dumb character is someone who has really good tools, and those tools are really easy to use, as well as they can like
apply their mind game very simply.
Yes, they
can. The game plan very simple. They can basic mind games that are enforced. Yeah.
They can apply and enforce their mind games very easily off of these easy to use, really good tools. I feel like that's what makes a character dumb. When it doesn't require much thought to actually get going with the character, or like if you're in a situation and you're like, I'm good because I'm playing this character and I can do one of these 3 different, 5 different, however many options, and they either be safe or they're unsafe, but they're unsafe and the other option is way better, so this option is pretty much guaranteed to hit them every single time because of how good that other option is. Like that's what I think makes a dumb character, and that's the reason why I think Liu Kang is a dumb character, because in the state of the game right now, he has a 12 frame staggerable mid. He can either stagger the first input of it or the second input of it. He can go into plus frames. Those plus frames are interruptible if he chooses to go with that route. But even then, having those plus frames, he can choose to stop it, go into a fireball, either high or low fireball. Both of them are punishable. He can go into a parry, which is also punishable, but that's another option that he can do. Or he can just stagger it, go for a grab, or he can stagger it, walk backwards. Like, and these are things that are all racing through your mind. And that's just one string that he has. He also has a 10 frame mid that he can use to guarantee pressure. Or not, yeah, sorry. He has a 9 frame mid. Excuse me, 9 frame mid that he can use to guarantee pressure.
And that 4 is 11 frame, by the way. It's not 12.
It's 11? I thought it was 12. That's even worse. He has an 11 frame mid, excuse me. And he has also the 9 frame mid that he can use to guarantee pressure after he hits you with a down one. Or just any situation where he hits you, he can use it to guarantee that into flying kick combo that's gonna do 20%, or bicycle kick combo that's gonna do.
And is this what makes characters dumb, or what makes Liu Kang dumb, nigga? Because like, damn, you hurting me right now, bro.
Yeah, I'm just breaking that down, but I gave my opinion on what I think makes an actual character dumb. Garrus is another. Garrus and Upgraded Jackie are another, like, other prime examples of what make characters dumb. Like, Upgraded Jackie definitely flying across the screen. Like,
doesn't have to play neutral.
Yeah, she doesn't have to play neutral. She has not only dash punch. I mean, it is a high, right? But she has an advancing mid as well. She has a lunge that she can go into either a low or an overhead. So basically, she's getting in for free, right? Unless you anti-air her. But if she reads that you're gonna do an anti-air, she can just do her fucking blast downwards that has no hurt box on it. So you're gonna get hit by it. So it's like you don't even want to take that chance of trying to anti-hit a character, because if you take that chance, then you're gonna be eating like 30% damage.
Oh yeah, you gotta make like the right read of what type of like shit they're gonna do. Like there's options you can have for it, like dash and block, like flawless blocking and shit, or like even try an anti-air. But like it's so scary because she has options that like can stop that shit, bro. And it's like, bro,
Yeah,
this character is
I think that's
dumb as
another
fuck.
thing that just by design, when a character has options that they can default to when their main game plan doesn't work, that also makes a broken character. Because it's like they're not only this one good thing or this couple of good things, there are also these other things that they can use to make up for if their game plan fails. But that's enough for me. How we now? What do you think makes a character?
What makes a
dumb?
character fucking unga bunga? These unga bunga niggas that. To me, what makes a character dumb, I agree with everything that you say, but it's more like to me that makes a character dumb is the mind game, because you gotta understand why these tools are good. Like Liu Kang's tools. I'm using Liu Kang because that's my main, and that's the he's a dumb one. He's the doofus of the day apparently, right? so like Liu Kang has forward 4, right? Now there's multiple options you can do off of it. The riskiest, all of them are risky, right? After a forward 4, after a successful stagger, his back 1 is a dumbass move. I can tell you guys without a doubt that back 1 is a supremely dumb move, because you can either stagger with you have to do the complete string or the first hit of it. That's it.
Yeah, it's one of those
and like
strings.
Yeah, but like the thing is that second hit comes out fast as fuck. So you're not gonna know. Like you literally have to look for that. There's no reacting to that. It's not like a checklist for forward 4, which is a way to actually help you. Yes, there's a checklist for forward 4, bro. That's how you block it. Hey, that's how this is in my head. That's how I block. That's how I win these matchups with these Liu Kang mirrors, bro. Because they want to do forward 4. Alright, so he didn't stagger that one. That's check. Is the next hit gonna get staggered? Nope. Yeah. Check. Alright, I'm about to down 3 this nigga. Like like shit like that. Like that. The character he's not dumb. Okay, I'm sidetracked. But like, what makes a character dumb, like Garrus, what makes him dumb is that he has all these tools in neutral, and he doesn't really have to play neutral like MK11 neutral, to be honest. He's playing Injustice neutral. He has an insane down 4 that has like no hurtbox on it.
That's a fact.
He has a move that he can throw out whatever. He has basically pumped up jacks, but unjustified. That sand trap is so good. He has the fucking he's just playing his own fucking game, bro. And it's not even just 2, it's just 3. I swear to God, that's what they had on their mind when they making this character.
Okay, yeah, that's on a side note. I will say that's one thing that NetherRealm definitely needs to stop doing. They need to stop making characters that have moves that have hitboxes with no hurtboxes. We need to end that shit. They need to stop with that bullshit.
Baraka, I can give him a pass because it makes sense, but
no, you can't, because if you say how every character makes sense because they're not actually hitting you with their body. But if you play literally any other fighting game in the world, if you play Dissidia and Cloud throws his Buster Sword at you, if you attack that sword, that nigga Cloud is getting snuffed. In any other fighting game ever, it has to stop. It has to stop. We gotta stop.
We lost 3 viewers because you said Dissidia, and then niggas but I don't know, bro. I feel like that's pretty much how I feel. What makes a dumb character is just that the ease of execution of how they game plan. Because to be honest, if a character. If nothing else, if all this works and they have that character, that player literally falls back on the playstyle. That character is really that's that character's playstyle. His game, that character's game plan, might I say? That's what. That's not the only thing that makes it dumb. Because it's also on the player to understand why the character is dumb and to apply his knowledge of why that character is dumb and amplify that. Using that shit. Liu Kang, his mind. What makes him dumb? It's his mind games. I can tell you right now, because his neutral, it's not hard to play neutral, most of the time, unless you got someone that knows the matchup and knows that at a certain range, I have no other options but fireball and flying kick. And that person knows where you like to move on screen your footsie. Like, you know, like like it's hard like that. Liu Kang isn't completely dumb. Or you got niggas like Garrus, boy got a whole like his mid, like I swear to God, it goes way farther than like Jackson standing like 4-3-3 sometimes, bro. Like that second hit of 4-3-3, that bitch be sniping me with that shit, bro. In the air too, dog. Dumb as fuck. But I'm off fucking, I'm going off track. Yeah. But yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you said. Like, to be honest, one thing that's in my head I want to say is why Liu Kang is not as dumb as people think he is. But that's just me.
I'll let you say that. I'll let you take these final minutes.
Why?
To air it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna air it on y'all. I think personally, my reason why Liu Kang isn't dumb is because there's a lot of matchups he has where the neutral is. I'm not gonna say neutral is entirely fucking difficult with this character, because to be honest, once you throw a wrench in someone's plan and you start getting their footsies down, like the footsie game down, or the footsie conversation with them down, when I say, then it's like once you're in, then you can just apply your Liu Kang shit, which is adds to the dumbness, because like I said, it's the mind games that come off of it, you know. But like, he's not dumb. The only thing he has dumb tools, but he's not entirely stupid, bro. He's not like Terminator, where this nigga literally like he gets in, or mid screen he has fucking like a 50, like he has 30-30-30s, bro. Like, why? Why am I guessing on this nigga in a game that's supposed to have like the least amount of guessing? This nigga's over here fucking throwing me for like 50%. This nigga's running at me like I don't have footsies, but it's like, bro, this nigga dumb as fuck. Anyway, I digress, you know, like, shit just gets me so mad about this game, bro, because there are some dumb characters that are, like, dumb, bro,
I agree with you, but it's like, you know, is that it? Is that really why you think Liu Kang isn't dumb? Because it's not something that's strong right now.
I'm not, yeah, it's not, I'm going on a tangent, like, fuck. But nah, Liu Kang is, he's a very strong character. I just feel like he's not as dumb as people want to say. Like, a lot of people, like me, I come from someone who a lot of people who downplay me because I'm playing the character on an online environment a lot. That shit gets me mad, and it's like they won't say that because they're like, it's online, like, you know, like, oh, like, fuck it, like, you can't react to staggers online. I mean, you can, you know, like 50 ping or 60 ping, but like, and I digress. That's why I think Liu Kang's not dumb, bro, because his neutral isn't entirely stupid.
I feel like you feel that way
only dumb when you get in,
because people tell you that. If people were not saying these things about your character specifically, like if you did not play Liu Kang, I think that you would wholeheartedly agree with everybody else.
No, I don't think I would have.
Because only because you play this character, you feel that way.
I think that MK at the beginning of MK11, this nigga was dumb as fuck, bro. Like,
but then you started playing him.
No, I admit I was playing when he was dumb, but like now he's not dumb, bro. Like I said, his neutral is not as good strong before because 4-4 isn't as fast as it used to be. That was like a reliable ass whip punish. I mean, it still is because it's only 11 frames, but like that still changes a lot of like counter poke situations where if I want to counter poke a 4-4 instead of a down 1, you know, or like a back 1 because back 1 won't reach. But like, so that fucks up the timing of shit, and he's really not as dumb as the day 1 patch of MK, which lasted like 3 months.
He is not as dumb, Howie, but he is still dumb. He okay. He got slight nerfs, very slight. They were very light-handed, feather-handed, some would say, with these.
Hell yeah. Nah, I wouldn't say that. They did what I pretty much told you they should do with the character when they want. Like, you know, they should have nerfed for it. They did. What else they nerfed about to do? I forget, because that was the only like noticeable nerf for me.
Yeah. Well, you guys let us know in the comments if you agree with Howie, if you disagree with Howie, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. But that was the first episode of the Player Matchup. It's been my pleasure.
It's been my pleasure. You know, follow your boys JJmondo at JJmondo.
That sounds like a really bad Japanese restaurant. Like if if I was to run a Japanese restaurant and had nothing but Mexicans cooking in there, that's what it would be called.
Hey, bro, like
JJmondo.
yeah, nah, he right. A nacho joint and shit. Like it's just a low key nacho joint.
Yeah. But that's been it from us. Subscribe.
We're on to something.
Follow the channel. Follow me on
Follow your
Twitter.
boy. Follow your boys on Twitter.
At JJmondo. You can follow Howie on Twitter at Howie HD, right?
No, it's like at Howie Lopez. That's the but the name is Howie HD. You know what I'm saying? Always rocking the high definition. You know.
I'm saying follow. I'll leave a link to all of our socials and all that good shit in the description. But that's been our time.
And also, comment on what y'all thought of the podcast. You know what we need to work on. I know I gotta work on like not like going off on a tangent because I got like 20,000 like things in my head at once trying to be said.
Well, best believe you know the editing is gonna be superb, Howie. It's gonna be they're not gonna be able to tell exactly how much you went off on it, but you might get you
gotta make a video of just me going off on a tangent, and so they could be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this nigga on?"
If I made a video that was just the I don't know, that should be like 10 minutes long, no lie.
Yo, fuck. Hey, we got a banger on our hands. We gotta hit him loose. Yeah, it's all loose.
Oh shit! All right, later.
Deuces, y'all.